Our journey to the Annapurna Base Camp starts with a day ride from Kathmandu to Pokhara. As you can see, it is raining over here in Kathmandu. Nonetheless, we are really excited for this trek. And there is a lightning strike. Good morning from Pokhara. Our journey to the Annapurna Base Camp starts with a taxi ride from Pokhara to Siwai, from where we will begin our trek. After about 2 hours of taxi ride from Pokhara, we have now reached Siwai. From Siwai, we will begin our hike to reach our destination for today, Chomrong. It is a cloudy day today, a very cool and a relaxing day to begin our trek. It is the month of April and our journey is in the springtime. With spring, there is greenery and flowers blossoming. A perfect ambience for a walk in the nature. On the way, it started to rain. Hiking with the rain into the nature is a very relaxing experience. On our way to Jinudara, we spotted the newly constructed suspension bridge. Last time we did this trek, we had to walk for almost an hour crossing the river down below. And in the background, over the top of that mountain, is the village of Chomrong, our destination for today. This is the longest and highest suspension bridge crossing during our trek. After crossing the suspension bridge and a little uphill hike, we have now reached Jinudara, where we will be having our lunch, dal bhat and tarkari. After having our lunch, it's now time for a steep uphill climb to Chomrong. After about 2 hours of uphill hike from Jinudara, we have now reached Chomrong. It took us about 4 hours and 25 minutes to hike 10.3 kilometers all the way from Siwai to reach Chomrong, which is situated at an elevation of 2,210 meters. At Chomrong, we stayed at Hotel Excellent View Top Lodge. And it's time for some tasty pizza. Good morning from Chomrong. And a morning tea with a beautiful view. And we have a clear and an excellent view of the Annapurna mountain ranges. Annapurna South, Hiunchuli, Gangapurna, Annapurna I, and Machapuchhre Himal. In other words, the Fishtail Mountain. And right next to Fishtail Mountain is the Marde Himal. Marde Himal Trek is another popular trekking destination in Nepal. And this little melodious bird is the chestnut-crowned laughing thrush. It is a beautiful morning here at Chomrong. Day 2 of our trek, and today we will begin our hike from Chomrong to reach Himalaya. And our trek begins with an excellent view of the Annapurna mountain ranges. It is all downhill from here to cross the Chomrong river down below. We are now crossing the suspension bridge over the Chomrong river. After crossing the Chomrong river, it is an uphill hike to Siwai. And after that little uphill hike, it's now time for some refreshing apples. Rhododendron or lalia in Nepali, which is the national flower of Nepal, can be seen in full blossom along the way. It is a relaxing and a beautiful experience walking beneath the blossoming rhododendron trees. On our way to Upper Siwai, and looking back at the way we came through, in the far background we can see the village of Chomrong. We have now reached Upper Siwai, and here we will have our third tea break. And from Upper Siwai, we have an excellent view of Mount Machapuchhre, the Fishtail Mountain. On the way from Upper Siwai, we notice a group of grey langurs. Just like us, they must be enjoying the warm sunshine with the rhododendron blossoms. A warm and a sunny day today, a perfect day for trekking. We have now reached Bamboo, where we will be having our lunch. And we are having fried rice with chicken curry. It is an uphill hike from Bamboo towards Himalaya. The landscape is changing with a change in elevation. We have now reached Dovan on our way to Himalaya. With the gain in elevation, we can see a gradual change in the vegetation. We are now walking through the woodlands of the temperate forest. In the background, we can see the first houses of Himalaya, our destination for today. After hiking for 5 hours and 40 minutes and covering a distance of 13.6 kilometers from Chomrong, we have now reached Himalaya. Himalaya is situated at an elevation of 2,900 meters. The Himalayan mountains have its own weather system, and we can see fogs rolling in. We are going to enjoy this evening with a relaxing and a calm atmosphere of Himalaya. Zooming into the cliffside of Himalaya, we can see two Himalayan thar grazing on the cliffside. Day 3 of our trek, and it's a big day today. We are going to hike from Himalaya all the way to Machapuchhre Base Camp. Due to the recent avalanche on the way to Machapuchhre Base Camp, we had to start our hike early this morning so that we can avoid falling snow and ice, which begins to melt during the daytime. After an uphill hike from Himalaya, we now have a view of Deurali in the far background. On our way to Deurali, we have to cross this snow-covered area. All this snow that came down from the mountain above us. The mountain landscape completely changes with the change in the season. Here is the video from our previous trek, and it is the same location during the month of October, and we can see water falling from the cliff, which is now covered in snow. And we have now reached Deurali, a stopover between Himalaya and Machapuchhre Base Camp. and it is situated at an altitude of 3,200 meters. And looking back at the trail we came through all the way down from Himalaya.
Deurali, high five.
After having a warm tea break at Deurali, it's now time for an uphill hike to Machapuchhre Base Camp. This is the avalanche risk area, so we need to be very cautious and carry on moving. And this is a diversion, a path across this river around the avalanche risk area. Last time we did this trek, we walked alongside the river on the other side. And here is the video from the same location from our earlier trek during the month of October. The river you see is the Machapuchhre River. After crossing the river on the makeshift bridge, we are back on the main trail leading to Machapuchhre Base Camp. Walking up the valley with a change in elevation, the landscape surrounding us has also changed beautifully. A picturesque landscape. And a picture from the same location during our trek in October. With the melting snow, the trail leading up to Machapuchhre Base Camp is pretty slippery. Good thing we brought our crampons. Welcome to the Annapurna Sanctuary. In the distance, we can see the Machapuchhre Base Camp, our destination for today. Today, we hiked for 7.6 km from Himalaya to Machapuchhre Base Camp, and it took us about 3 hours and 45 minutes. Machapuchhre Base Camp is situated at an elevation of 3,700 meters. Our hike today is an exciting one, walking across the avalanche area with a change in vegetation, snow-covered landscape alongside steep, snow-clad ridges of the Himalayas. And we are welcome to the Annapurna Sanctuary with a breathtaking view of the majestic Annapurna mountain ranges from all sides.
Good job, you.
Today, we'll be staying at Machapuchhre Guest House Lodge. And looking around us, what an amazing view we have. Annapurna South and Machapuchhre, the fishtail mountain towering right next to us. So beautiful. And what do we know? It started to snow. Just perfect. The mountains have its own weather system. This evening, we are relaxing with a beautiful atmosphere of Machapuchhre Base Camp. The trail leading up to Annapurna Base Camp from Machapuchhre Base Camp. We can see trekkers coming down. The mountain weather changes, revealing blue sky as the clouds parted away. With the warm sunshine, we have some friendly Himalayan visitors. We can see a pipit going down the stone staircase and a cute little sunbathing pika. The warm sun is setting with a beautiful evening at Machapuchhre Base Camp. And with the setting sun, an end to a lovely day trekking to reach one of the most picturesque landscapes in the Himalayas. Good morning from the Machapuchhre Base Camp. This morning, we are greeted with a majestic view of Mount Annapurna. As you can see, the Annapurna mountain range is golden in color with the glow of the sunrise. Day 4, and today is an exciting day as we are going to hike all the way up to the amazing Annapurna Base Camp. The air is thin and we are taking it slow, with short breaks to marvel at the landscape surrounding us, with towering mountains and a deep blue sky. Annapurna Base Camp is situated at an elevation of 4,130 meters. So that is 430 meters of uphill climb from Machapuchhre Base Camp. Himalayan sunrise over the Machapuchhre Himal. And with the first ray of the sun on our happy faces, makes for a truly magical experience. Just beautiful. We now have the view of the Annapurna Base Camp. After a short and a sweet uphill hike from Machapuchhre Base Camp, we have now reached Annapurna Base Camp. It took us about 1 hour and 25 minutes, covering a total distance of 3.2 kilometers to reach Annapurna Base Camp. Welcome to the amazing Annapurna Base Camp. And with that, it is time for a selfie from the Annapurna Base Camp with a spectacular 360 degrees of panoramic view of the Himalayan mountain ranges. It is a beautiful day today at Annapurna Base Camp with clear blue sky and full sunshine. We decided to stay a little longer to relax and take in the beauty of the spectacular mountain vistas surrounding us. The setting of the Annapurna Base Camp at 4,130 meters is incredibly beautiful and one of a kind, set amidst the majestic peaks of the Himalayan mountain ranges. There are few treks that combine so many different landscapes and bring you so close to the base of 8,000 meter peaks in such a short amount of time as the Annapurna Base Camp Trek. We had a fantastic and a very memorable experience trekking all the way from Siwai to reach Annapurna Base Camp with beautiful snow-capped mountains and crystal clear blue sky which created a mesmerizing atmosphere. With that being said, we'd like to conclude this video. Thank you for watching our video and namaste. And yes, we headed down to Machapuchhre Base Camp and decided to spend the rest of the day relaxing and enjoying the beauty of the nature. Here is the picture of the day on our way down. And do enjoy the rest of the video from Machapuchhre Base Camp. Thank you for watching till the end.
I am a driver, you are a doctor, we fell in love. Come by.